go. Good morning, it's Dalase from the Enduro Circle, and today we are finally headed to the mountain. We're going to go up to Mount Glorious after I think 5, nearly 6 episodes where we've tried to get it there and it's been raining or whatever. It's a little bit windy today, but we're just going to take it nice and easy. I'm about to head out to Fernvale to meet up with the boys, and we'll see you very, very soon once we get on the road. I've got to grab my helmet and warm the bike up. Hey guys, we've made it to Fernvale. Wait for this truck to go past. I'm here. Brendan's here. What's the bet that, oh, here he comes. Dave's just found the ladies' room. And we just got a message from one of our other colleagues, Jeff. He's gone to the wrong barbs. So there's barbs at Minden, and then there's barbs at Fernvale. Well, we're at Fernvale, so now we've got to wait for Jeff. So we'll get to the mountain sooner or later. I'll keep you updated. Righto, bye for now. Hey guys, it's Dallas, and we have made it up the mountain. You guys have met David and Brendan, but you haven't met. Wait, come back. You haven't met Jeff. Now, Jeff is a friend of ours. Has been a friend, but he hasn't been on camera with us before. So, mate, I had a bit of an experience coming up. That's the first time I've ridden up the mountain. I'm certainly not an expert rider. I'm a bit of a novice. That road up the mountain was definitely a challenge for me. There were a few times where I did lose my nerve a little bit. There's not a lot of places to stop. So as a more experienced rider, and you tend to ride the sports style bike, I'm on a cruiser, so different machine altogether. Mine doesn't corner as well as yours, but so coming up the hill, there's lots of places where you can definitely come unstuck. I tried to avoid a crack in the road and ended up almost driving through a turn, which is not where I wanted to be. So just from your perspective, how would you sensibly, if you were just trying to enjoy the view and that sort of stuff, how would you approach this particular ride?
I'd probably be sticking in a lower gear and just trying to make it as smooth as possible through your corners. It's a nice grippy road. Most of the corners are predictable, but don't get too overconfident, because there are a couple that will trip you up. But just trying to go for a slower but smoother run through each of the corners, and you'll have a really enjoyable ride. Don't worry about having to push yourself.
Well, that's, yeah, so for me, I was worried about holding everybody up, but I'm pretty lucky. I've got a good group of guys. I really felt like I was being looked after, you know. It was like having 3 guardian angels on my shoulder as I come up the hill. But then you'd go through that phase where you sort of feel like you're holding everyone up and that sort of thing. And I got to a point where I did make a mistake and I tend to froze. Now, I teach people every day to conquer their fears. And yet here I am, find myself in a position where I literally had to overcome my own fears in order to get to the beautiful cafe where we are before. There's a beautiful fire on the inside, so after a bit of a chilly ride, it was certainly welcoming to get a hot coffee and a bit of a fire. Now, whilst we were at the correct Barb's Kitchen, So you made a bit
Some of us weren't.
so Jeff's gone to the other barbs. We were at the barbs at Fernvale, but you got to us and
I got there nice and early, just the wrong place.
We've all done it. We've all done it, mate. I'll just get you to swap places with Brendan, because Brendan and I picked up a little gift that we want to give to Dave. So, Brendan, if you just want to bring that in, and where are you going to be? Dave, come on over here. We've got a little present for you. So, Dave has a bit of a reputation with our rides, and he's usually the first one to find the men's room. So I'm just going to step off camera for a second, and I'm going to get Brendan to give Dave a little gift that we bought for him. I'm just going to jump out of the road here.
This for you, Dave, for your next visits. I'm touched.
All right, guys, we're going to continue with our adventure, and we'll check in with you again shortly. Well, that's it. We have gone through Mount Glorious, through Mount Nebo. What a ride. Goodness me, I think that's one of those ones that I'm going to have to come back and practice. I have to do something with my beard in the meantime. It's an interesting look. We've just stopped at the Barden Shed, so we've pulled up here for a bit of lunch. We'll go home by the number 5. So essentially what we've done is a massive big loop. So we've gone from Ipswich, through Fernvale, through Mount Glorious, through Mount Nebo, come down into Barden. We'll use the number 5 to get home, and after that I reckon we'll call it day. The poor old scooter needs a bit of a wash, I reckon, so I might give the scooter a wash, and we'll see you somewhere out in what we like to call the 2 Hour Circle. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for your support. See you around the traps. Bye for now.